VA Moon, how's it? Good to see you. Who dat? I don't know. What's up, Bo? Man, it's been raining on and off over here. Thank you. Yeah, I got a little tightened up. I haven't done a fade in a while. I got a bald head right there. Yeah. I figure I'd jump on real quick for a minute, like I always say I'm going to do, and then I end up staying on here for like hours, keeping y'all crazy. Hey, Mr. Carson, good to see you, sir. Hope everybody's enjoying their day. Hope it's a little warmer where you're at. Not much warmer here. We've had rain showers all day, ever since about 10 o'clock this morning. I'm at work. People are coming around me, so I can't chat, but I'll be watching. Good to see you. Okay, VA. That's hey, that's awesome. I'm glad you're on. We know you're here. Is it raining where you're at, Bo? Or anybody else? It probably. I don't know. I know that the storms were all over. We luckily we haven't had any storms yet. A couple times I was starting to wonder. Oh wow. Hey Janelle, good to see you. 69. Wow. I think it's in the 60s here, Janelle. North Alabama. Cryptid, Mr. and Mrs. NAC. How you do, sir? Madam and sir. My apologies. Happy to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, it's I haven't looked at the weather since this morning, but I think it made it into the lower 60s. I mean, it's when it's not raining, I can wear just this long sleeve shirt, but out of the sun or when it's raining, it's chilly. I don't like it. I don't like it cold and I don't like it hot. But I tell you, I'm ready for anything different than this. No fan of it. That's for sure. I don't know if any of you guys seen that. I seen. Now don't quote me on it and don't hold me to it. But I seen on the internet there was a guy sitting with his family. I don't know. It's from another channel. He's a researcher, investigator. He posted up, I think, 2 days ago. I just seen it this morning. There was a fella sitting on the porch with his family, and a dog man run up on the porch and attacked him. Somewhere northwest. I think it was in Washington. It could have been Oregon, but I think it was Washington. But I'm not 100%. I should have came better prepared with the story, but I was just blown away that he was attacked with witnesses. It's Janelle, it's on and off rain showers, like 61, 62, something like that. Better than yesterday, but the rain. Um, the rain shower. Sorry, I was reading a text message. The rain showers are kind of choking everything out, keeping everything cool and damp. I think you went through that yesterday, didn't you, Janelle? Y'all had rain. You're talking about the other thing too, Janelle. What went on? 50 and rain stop, sunshine. Oh, okay, Mr. Carson. I didn't see that. My apologies. Whew, that's still cold to me. Wowzer. I ended up wanted. I'll talk a little bit about it, but I've come to an agreement with a couple people today. I talked to some other people after I said I wasn't going to, and so forth. Um, Linda G, Mrs. Linda G, Pretty Moon Carson, Sweet Janelle, Alabama. Um, I had a little conversation with a couple people last night and this morning. Um, I've come to some agreements with the unruly. I'll just call them that. Um, I agreed to take the video down. I didn't want to. I was so fueled by the whole thing that I wasn't going to do it, but I ended up doing it with a couple. It was a 50-50 split. We agreed on both sides that we've got an understanding now. I'm hoping so. Um, I don't think it's going to be a problem there anyway, at least anymore. I could feel the all the negativity and everything raise up from the discussion on. So I think we got a clear understanding on everything that happened yesterday, and I agreed not to bash them and set them out on the forefront and kind of just let it go. And I agreed to that as long as I didn't have any more, run-ins or issues or made up issues, let's say. Um, so I guess it's one of them things we just wait and see, right? Hurry up and wait. Robert Snyder, how you do, sir? Good to see you. Um, so I'm happy with it. That I think that's all. That's what really matters. I think the agreement was respectful and we got an understanding amongst one another. So that's all I care about. Having my free will with all of you and no bullcrap. That's and Mr. Carson, um, I was getting that from all of you yesterday. The more I talked about it, the madder I got. And as I was talking to you guys, person to person, individually, right through the list, you guys were calming me right back down. And I kept praying in my head, even in the middle of conversations with y'all. And let me tell you something, as y'all know already, it works. And, you know, I think some other folks from the property had something to do with it too. They helped me. So it worked out for the good. And I like I said, I think we're going to be fine. Um, it was definitely a roller coaster ride, but I'm not going to keep talking about it and drawing it back in because it just isn't worth it. And like you said, Mr. Carson, let's keep the positive in and the other out. But I'm starting to get used to coming on here. I hope you guys don't mind doing a live once or twice a day and just saying hello. And I love talking to you guys. It helps me get through my day. It helps my mind, my heart. You guys are your vibes are just so beautiful, so heartwarming, loving, and like I said, I just enjoy talking with you guys. I got an idea coming up for either tomorrow night or Friday night, but I'm gonna have a decision by tonight, no later than 8 o'clock. I'm gonna do a nighttime. Uh, I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to decide on a location so I can do it live, but I want to do a nighttime. I don't like saying hunt because I'm not hunting anything. Um, I guess research, and I want to go somewhere where I can take Haley, and I know to my heart I can take her anywhere, but I want to take her somewhere where she's comfortable and I don't have to drag her through the mud and mud up to her hips. And I just want to be able to go in a field and walk in and go in the woods and just enjoy the evening, and then have you guys come along live. And if something happens where I can't go live, I'll save it and do a premiere off of it, make a premiere out of it. But I thought you guys would enjoy that. Oh yeah, absolutely. If you only knew what I would do to keep her safe, you know that. Nighttime investigation. There you go, Miss Carson. See how much I need y'all? I can't even think. You know my crazy brain. I get stuttering and tripping and oh man, I get in the woods and I'm talking about stuff and then I go, what am I why am I even trying to I think I think what happens to me is the energy gets me sometimes so wrapped up that I don't know if I'm coming or going until I get calmed down, cuz I get rushed. I don't know how for the folks that don't have never experienced it or never been around anything like that. That's right. That's right, Miss Snyder. You know, good energy can set you out there. I mean, it can really it puts me on a whole nother level. Like it's the greatest feeling ever. I mean, so loving and warm. And then the other energy, it can be the same, but but a different pattern. But that's where I'm right now. I'm getting myself in order. I've been practicing. I'm trying anyway. I'm trying to learn how to where basically how to set different levels of the energy, where to set it, and what to do with it, and what to hold on to, and what not to, and what to pay attention to. I pay attention to it all. I can't help it. I see everything. It's the craziest thing at times. Oh yeah, we would. That's right. It's all about our children. Kids are what's going to make the world go around. That's what's making the world go around. But yeah, I mean, I really want to go up to my place and do it, but I don't think that Haley's at that level yet. The positive flow is confusing at times for me. I channel it down in order to control it. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Carson. That's what I was trying to say. Exactly. Yes, sir. Well put. Well said. I never asked you. Do you have a book out? Have you ever wrote a book or anything? I know, Mrs. Linda. I know. I should have never even said it. I know. I know it. I'm not even graduated to that level. Mike, my brother from another mother, Long Island Bigfoot in the house. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I would be a wreck, Mrs. Linda. I know I would. I'd probably have you know what in each hand, and that's not right. They'd probably bend me over one of them logs and bust my tail and send me out of there packing. That's one place I'll never go incorrect because I don't have to. I don't feel that I should ever need to, have to making dinner, just listening. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming in. I just seen tonight's uh, listing that you put up for tonight. Oh, Junior said he'll go with me. Old Bo said he'll go. I know he'll go. He ain't scared of nothing. No Billy, no book, just lifetime of encounters since little. I got you. Okay, well, just as well, Yeah, Mrs. Linda, he is. I'm not calm by no means. You guys say I am. I who I am right. How I act right now. See, there I go again. That's how I am 24/7. Bo, he's times 10 milder than me, and I mean nothing bothers him. Like we'll work on stuff together, and I'll get so frustrated sometimes, and he'll just push me right out of the way. I got it. Move, Dad. Not in a disrespectful way, but you know what I'm saying. He'll just take the whole thing over and just he's got patience I've never seen before. And I told him, I said, that's one thing you never got from me. And I'm so thankful that he's like that. I mean, you're talking about a child that's never been in trouble in his life, and not even a near. All of us somewhere along of our lives, we've had some sort of run in. I'm not talking about law or anything like that. With our mother and fathers, I've never busted his tail growing up. Yeah, he got it from my father. I never had to correct him. When you looked at him and said something, that was it. He would just go on. But he was a very curious child. You know, he'd look at something for 5 minutes and he could tell you how how it was made, how it was put together, and he was always analyzing things. Hey, what do you say, Ben? Good to see you. I hope you're feeling better, brother. I know that upper respiratory ain't no joke. Sounds like a good balance for investigation, possibly if he's interested. He is. Mr. Carson, he's about 100. Bo, how far you think are you from Chestertown? About 180 miles? Oh, good. You went to the doctor and got some antibiotics. Awesome. Absolutely, Mr. Robert. You're absolutely welcome, sir. Thank you. Thank all of you. I love all of you to my heart. Yeah, it's around that. And if you take one side road, it's 200. we, yeah, I want Mike. I want you and me and Billy to go. Bo, I want all three of us, and then we'll have that third set of eyes with us. We'll put him on our six. Yeah, that exactly. Yup, you got it. Mike, you've been planning it out. Wait, I got to get you here, man. I got to stop. Mom and Dad should be back by, I think, I want to safely say Sunday. As soon as they roll back into Maryland, I don't care what it takes. I'm getting you down here. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of them, Mike. White light and healing prayers sent to you. Oh, that's wonderful. That's beautiful, Mr. Carson. That's awesome. I love it when a plan comes. Me too. Me too. But see, Ben, brother Mike, Long Island Bigfoot, he's the man in charge. I got to follow his lead. I'm talking about Billy keep an eye on our six. I got to keep Mike six, and Billy can keep my six. They might not leave till after the storms this weekend. I forgot about that, Bo. I forgot about that. My mom said that it's what? 21 degrees? Oh my goodness. Bo, my mom said that yesterday it was 99 and thunderstorms, and today she said thunderstorms again. I don't use my eyes that often anymore. I feel you on that, Mike. I do. I'm not completely, but I'm getting there. I'm learning. Yep. Ben, you got some powerful healers in the room here with us today. DSR, good to see you. Yeah, Ben, you got some wonderful healers in the room with all of us right now, and you'll be fine, buddy. Get some sleep and try to rest it off a little. You'll be okay. You're absolutely welcome, brother. Rubes will keep an eye on you. Bo, where you at? Deal or you off already? We got two people in here from I think. Well, Ben's across the pond, and I think DSR is, if I'm not mistaken. Are you? Do you ride bike to work today? Yeah, I bet he is. He is a wound tight. Well, he's young, but he gets wound tight. He loves the outdoors. Boy, oh boy, he gets going. He comes flying past you sometimes, Ben, 100 mile an hour. It looks like. Just got half through your last video, finishing tonight. That's awesome. West London. That's right. I remember you telling me. I get mixed up. I got two people from Australia, and yes, Miss Linda. He's paid firefighter in Alexander, and then froze my butt off on the road all week. Yeah, I bet you did. And then he's a certified electrician, commercial and residential. He got to feed them two babies, Miss Linda. I just noticed today my dog Molly. It's actually my granddaughter's dog, the one you guys have seen. Um, Old Molly May. She looks like she's got a cataract in her left eye. She's got a blue film over her left eye, and I noticed that she favors her other eye a lot when she's looking, and I just noticed it. That's right, Miss Linda. Yep. Yeah, Bo. Mrs. Linda used to test the individuals being hired for police and fire. Very intelligent woman and loving woman. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with me. It means the world to me. Yes, she is. She is the legend. That's for sure, Mike. You hit that right on the bullseye. Her, Mr. Carson, Unexplained, DSR, Janelle, you're the GOAT. You'll always be the GOAT. Uh, Littlefoot's grandmas, whole bunch of them. Thank you, Mr. Carson. You put me in that position, sir. You and Mrs. Linda. You helped put me in that position and get me lined out. That's for sure. That's a fact. I know that to my heart. Thank you, Ben. I really appreciate that. I love being on yours. I got to get on. I got to get myself on track with everybody. I've been so inside out and flip flopped the last week. I tell you, to be honest with every one of y'all, I miss my dad. Isn't that something? I'm 50 years old and I miss him like I'm 10 years old. Because I'm with him every day, you know. But I do miss the hell out of my dad. I miss my whole family, but I got to get myself on track here and get slowed down enough to where I can go see my grandkids and see my son and his wife, my daughter-in-law, and just spend some few quality days with everybody. Wow, 13 screenshots. I know you do, Bo. I was getting ready to call you Bubba. Pop calls you Bubba. I call you Bo. Billy says, "Why can't you just call me Billy?" Oh, I knew I didn't know when. My heart goes out to you. I don't even want to think about it. Family, yes, it is, Ben. Yes, it is. Especially when you weren't around for a very long time, and then now you have time. It's time to make it. Make it happen. My grandbabies are growing up, and I don't get down there like I should be, and I'm going to start. I don't care if I got to set the whole day and the next 3 days ahead of that down. I'm going to start going down and getting them and spending time with them. I got a grandson. I got a granddaughter that deer hunts. You know, 6, 7 years old, deer hunts, guts deer, everything. I don't mean to put that on here, but she just as tough as the next boy that you would meet, and she's really. I remember that. My heart goes out to you, sir. Um, and now my grandson, he's just a little fart, but he's a big boy. He's going to be a big guy when he gets older, but twice of me. But he's going to be chasing her tail. He's going to be wanting to hunt here soon and ride four wheelers and tear it up. They do. Oh my goodness, do they? That was my biggest problem with my oldest boy here, Bo. He's 27 years old, and I didn't want to see. I didn't want to let go of him. I didn't want him to grow up. It about destroyed me because I didn't want to let him have his own decisions, and I kept jumping in front of every decision he was making and everything. Finally, he had to tell me, "Look, I'm a man now. I'm growing up. You gotta let loose." Boy, that was hard. Your oldest, your first. That's a rough one. Carson, yeah, he wasn't in my house regularly, but once he wasn't around at all, it was different. I was 18. Yeah. I had both of mine, but my dad, he wasn't around, but wasn't for bad reasons. He was a truck driver, waterman, farming. He did it. He was doing everything he could. That man, I don't know how he ever slept. I've got one that's 3 and one that's 10. I, I wouldn't be me with it. That's right. That's right, Ben. I know what you're saying there. Yep. We got to make sure they're right. That's who's going to take care of us, and the world. That's who's going to be running things here soon. I was 36 when my pop died. He was one of four couriers between Eisenhower. Isn't that beautiful? That is awesome. That man has some history. Yes, he does, Mrs. Linda. That is amazing. I never scored high enough to be anything like that. I've got one. Oh yeah, I've read that. Okay. Um, man, my daughter is 50 and my son's 44. Wow, Mr. Carson, if I could, and just say no if you don't. I totally get it because we're on here. Is the 1954 the year you were born? Okay, my mom was born in 1954. My sister's 1017, and my mom's 10-7, 1954. And my dad is 2-12-52. I was just asking. I don't mean to prowl. I just wonder. I know the answer. I am the oldest person in chat. Mrs. Linda, I didn't know you were 70. I thought you were like 65, 66. I didn't know that. I didn't even think you were 65. I didn't know that. My apologies. I didn't know that. Yeah, exactly, Ben. She does. I tell you what, she can get more done in a day than I can. That's a fact. That Mrs. Linda is a busy person. Let me tell you. You ain't never got to worry about no grass growing between her toes. No, you ain't old, Mrs. Linda. My goodness. Age ain't, numbers ain't, that's all they are is numbers. How's Mr. RG doing today? I bet he's out busy today too. He's another one that don't stop. That's right. That's right, VA. That's right. Boy, I was depressed. I'll just go ahead and say it. I felt that way anyway. I bet, yeah, I knew he was. When I turned 50 last month or month before, whatever, whenever March was, I don't even know what month this is, but when I turned 50 not too long ago, I was just devastated. I thought it was the end of time. I just knew I was done. Yes, DSR. Very young at heart. I'll be 60 this year, but don't feel a day past. Oh, that is beautiful. That's awesome. I don't feel 50. I don't. I'm not complaining like, Um, now, this cold weather, I'm not going to kid you. I ache because I have arthritis in my back and down my legs from having back surgery, but it's rare. You know what I mean? I don't have it all the time. It's got, I guess it's the barometric pressure. I don't know. I haven't really. I've heard people talk about it, but I also know when I don't think about it, it don't bother me as much. I just put my collards and chard on. Oh man, you're making me hungry again. I'm 50 and only act at playing an adult. There you go. There you go, DSR. Mr. RG, he does smoking and man, he puts it together when he's out when he cooks. Man, that's beautiful. Well, I can relate with most of you. I think I can anyway. I know we all get along great. Maybe that's why I would imagine our goddaughter, 4 and 6 years old, said Aunt Linda is pretty, but she's old. Oh, kids, kids don't know. I just rode on the back of a Harley for the first time in my life through the mountains of Tennessee and had a blast. That is awesome. Ain't nothing like wind in your hair and your face. I'm glad you enjoyed that and got a chance to do it. Ain't nothing like riding up through the mountains on a bike. I've been all up Skyline, I've done all that. It's beautiful. It's awesome. I rode a bike out in California when I was out there, Santa Monica, Big Bear Mountain. It's wonderful to experience. I'm just following Linda's directives at the stove. There you go. Happy wife, happy life. That's what my wife tells me all the time. She says, "Geezer, it makes me laugh." She's a live wire. Oh, that's awesome, Mr. Carson. I had no idea. That's cool. We all ride, yeah. Wow. My son just got his motorcycle license. He just bought another bike. Hey, Goodens. Good to see you. Glad you made it over. It's awesome. Boy, we got the crew in here today. Even faster. Hey, you can still have fun, brother. 50 cc's enough. You can get that hair wind blowing through your hair. Well, you're like me. We don't have much hair on our heads. But you can get that wind going, blowing in your face. You have to enjoy every day. We are blessed. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I agree. It's good for me and the kids and the future. Yeah, absolutely. When you come down here, Mike, you'll have to jump on a Harley and go ride. Me, you, and Billy. We'll have a blast. That's a fact. Martin said last night that he may head back. Yeah, that's what he was saying, Mrs. Linda. Yep. He said his dad goes for cataract surgery tomorrow morning, and I did my prayers for him and the whole family. I just stand in front of the fan to get the same feeling. Mike, where did you put that coconut? Oh, Mrs. Linda. Oh man, I needed this today. I was thinking about riding to your house today. You should have. I hope you don't think I need to invite you or something. You know better than that. Pop's in Florida. I'll go get his fat boy out. I better not say that. He'll come back home with a bat. My mom's probably on the live right now. She sits in the background. Then I think on the roots of a huge downtree. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We've been riding for the last 50 years. Oh, yeah. I don't have quite that many years, but I started riding dirt bikes when I was 5, 6. Every year for Christmas after that, I had a dirt bike or a motorcycle underneath the Christmas tree in the house when I'd wake up Christmas morning. Dad would buy them at yard sales and bring them home and rebuild them and stick them underneath the tree. RG, wish I had a quiet dirt bike sooner. I'd have a better knee. A bum knee. I just had my knee replaced 6 years ago. I haven't had any problems with it, but I had I tore both the man. I can't the meniscus and something else, ACL. But I had what do you call the parts that you get from other people? Hello, Billy's mom. I know, Mom. If you're in here, say hi to everybody, or my sister Cassie, Catherine. She might be because she don't know everyone, but my mom's very outspoken. She might not be. I know my sister had a doctor's appointment today. She's had a problem with her ankle and diabetes. We always brought our bikes in the house in the winter. Yep, yep. That's funny, Mr. Carson. I can remember my dad rebuilding 3 and 4 speed transmissions on panheads, knuckleheads, uh, enduros, Honda CB 550. I mean, he'd bring them in and slide everything off the table and just start going to town. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Mr. Carson. I think she watches on my sister helps her with looking at the videos and stuff. Thank you, VA. I want an enduro one day. This island is fun riding when there's no traffic. I bet it is. I'll keep my eyes out, Mike. I know a guy just sold I don't know if it's a 600 or a 650 Honda Enduro. Had everything on it ready to go. He sold it cheap too. I should have picked it up. I should have grabbed it. But I'll keep my eyes open. Sometimes I wish I grew up in the U.S. You guys all have amazing lives, fishing, hunting, camping. You guys don't do much of that out there, DSR? It's all good, brother. I always find deals. Don't worry about that part. I know a lot of people with a lot of different things. I'm like Sanford and Son. I got a lot of stuff I need before that. Yeah, I got you. I feel you. LIB, yes, that would be great. Yep, it sure would. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, the one you were talking about. Yeah. Man, speaking of that, I went on this site the other night and they were doing a sellout. The company was going out of business. I picked up a 125 dirt bike, 4 speed, for $79.95. And right now it's in California. And it should be here in the next week. It cost me under $100 for a brand new dirt bike. They were going out of business. I bought it for the kids. City guy, I got you, DSR. Yeah, for sure. Daggone right, Mike. Yeah, they're still in business. They're selling everything out of the warehouse. I think they're being made to be, I think they have to move out of their location. So they're doing an inventory sell off. If they still have them, I'll pick you up one. Don't even worry about that. If I can't swing $100, under $100, it was to be exact, it was $79.95 and $6 shipping because it was over $50. No joke. And you or I can ride it. You can set the shocks. It's a 125cc. You can set the shocks any height, ride height, firm, whatever. I thought about buying a dozen of them and just doing exactly that, but they had a time limit on the sale, and then they had 2 per person. And dummy me, I'm thinking I'm racing the clock to buy it. Lenny, good to see you. Thanks for coming over. And I was racing the clock because I didn't want to miss one, So I grabbed the one, and plus I wanted to make sure it was a legit deal because I've been snaked before, online. Sure enough, I got a confirmation number and everything, and I just got the tracking information today. It will, Mr. Carson. And it's a 4-stroke, so it'll last forever. Yep. But now that I know Mike is interested in riding and stuff, shoot, I'll pick one up for him. Like I said, that's lunch money. Yeah, me too. It was crazy on a laptop and a smartwatch, and a couple other things, shoes. Yep, yep. But when it gets here, it's supposed to come together all but the front. You got to put the front forks on the front brake and the wheel, or put the wheel on the front brake, and then it's ready to go. Of course, I'll take the brake-in oil out of it and put some good oil in it and all that. But I'll take pictures of it when it gets here. But I want after dinner, I'll look it up and see if they still have some. They do. I'll grab one. I'll grab a couple more of them for that. You made a good suggestion there. My dad bought a van online. It never showed. Wow, wow, Ben. That's a rather larger investment there. DSRG has been building on one ranch that is privately owned for the last 5 years. Ranch is 60 square miles. Wow, that's a ranch. I still rib him now. I can always buy a couple and flip them too. Can use some extra cash flow. I got you. We'll figure something out on that, brother. Yep. We'll put a plan in place. Don't worry about that. Yeah. All right, I will. You got that, brother. For sure. All right, Mr. Carson. Good seeing you. Glad you come over for a little while. I really appreciate it. Blessings to you, sir. That's another plan, Ben. Yep. What are you up to for the rest of the day? I'm probably gonna run over Pops, check on the dog and the cat, and turn the heat on for the evening just a little bit, just a touch, and then I'll probably come back and probably get online. That's right. Thank you. That's right, Mike. What you getting into, Bo? Daggone, I said I do it every time. I say I'm gonna jump on for a quick second, and here I go again, Mike. Another hour. I don't mind. I don't. I'm always worried about taking y'all's time up. I'm gonna lax until the stream later, but this was right on time. Thank you, Mike. That sounds like a definite plan. Molly could get her cataract fixed in veterinary college if one is close to you. Yeah, we got a vet right up the street. She's actually really good. I'm gonna take her up there and let them do a full swing on her. I got to get her paperwork straight, um, but I'm gonna have it all done at once because she's such a good soul, and I hate seeing anything go wrong with her. Not a whole lot outside with the kids right now. I got you, bro. Gotta go. All right, Lenny. You too. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Glad you made it over. All right, guys. I ain't gonna hold you on here. I know you guys are busy and got your own things going on. I really grateful and appreciative of you guys coming and hanging out. And I love you guys. Blessings to each and every one of you. And I'll be posting up before 8 o'clock or by 8 o'clock what place I'm going to and what time I'm going to be doing everything. And that way we all get a game plan together. You too, Ben. Blessings, brother. William, I live in Alexandria and work Old Town, probably not far from you. Yeah, you're not far from Bo at all. I will, Mrs. Linda. Thank you. I definitely will. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you this evening, and I'll have some things lined up. I got Mike's handle trademark. This is LIB's trademark. I done robbed him. I got to give it back to him. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.